All right, it looks like we are coming up here on 9/27 on this February the 19th. And I am Chief Meteorologist Ben Pine here in the WHS 11 Weather Impact Weather Center. We have a Weather Impact Alert. And I'm going to go ahead and share this Facebook Live. We're on YouTube as well. And we're going to wait just a couple moments to pop up on our WHS 11 Plus app. Might give you a second too if you want to head to your app store and grab the WHS 11 app. All right, I've got this shared off to my page and the first alert. Weather Impact Team page. Looks like we'll be getting ready to go here very, very soon. We are tracking a very light snow that you can see here on Max HD radar. So this might just create a few slick spots out there tonight. And it's kind of hit or miss. It's not like a blanket snow for everyone necessarily. And then we have a cold weather advisory, which we don't get very often either. And you can probably guess why we have a cold weather advisory. It's going to be very cold for tonight. We're going to see some wind chills down to around 0. And again, a few more moments, we'll get going. And take a look at Futurecast and take a look at some good news. I think we all deserve some good news from the winter that we have been suffering through. And so we're going to take a look at that as well. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer the best I can. Leah Robinson, hello from Bardstown. Looks like you guys got a few inches of snow down there last night. That snow really shut off the farther north you went. Inch or two around Louisville Metro, and then 3 to 5 inches is what I've seen from last night's portion of this system. And then this is our final go with some snow. And again, we should be coming up on all right. So we're live stream on Facebook and YouTube, and any moment we will be on our WHS 11 app, WHS 11 Plus channel streaming live as well. As it is now 9:29 on this February 19th, 2025. And then if you have kids like mine, they're bugging you if you're going to have school tomorrow or if they're going to be virtual again. So it just depends if we can get kind of an overachieving band of some snow, and then maybe, just maybe, there'll be some more school delays or some virtual going on. Not sure how much the parents enjoy that necessarily, but again, it's going to be kind of hit or miss. So thanks for tuning in. Here it is now 9:30 on this February the 19th, 2025. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ben Pine in the Weather Impact Weather Center here in downtown Louisville. And not a big deal with the snow tonight. It just might create a few slick spots out there. And very cold weather, obviously, for the next few days. It looks like we'll be below freezing all the way through Saturday morning. We might just barely touch the freezing mark Friday afternoon. Pardon me and my coffee to stay awake here for the night team here in an hour and a half. But looks like Saturday afternoon we get above freezing, and then Sunday some 40s and then 50s early next week. So that's the good news I'll give away right now, is that after tonight's snow, we're dry for a long time. We'll get sunshine to return. We'll melt all this off. And what snow we get, from earlier today or that we got last night, and then tonight, very fluffy, dry snow, so it'll melt off very, very quickly for us. All right, let's get back to the weather graphics here, and we will look at a lot of different weather content. Ashley, it's going to be super cold. The bus wait's going to be awful. Yes, you got to make sure you really layer up tomorrow morning, because it's not just cold, we got a bit of a breeze as well. So that can just cut right through you waiting outside. And take a look at our live view here. We're covering up more and more of waterfront lawn. If to the right side, you can see that white kind of sheet there. That's the waterfront lawn. It's just so nasty looking. It's snow that meets debris, that meets the good old Ohio cold river. So we're about a little over 4 feet above minor flood stage downtown. That puts us at about 28 feet for the upper gauge. Flood stage is 23 feet, so we're about 5 feet above flood stage. And then normal pools right around 12 and a half feet. So we're way above that, obviously. And it's going to take a while to get it back down to normal. It's going to be cresting pretty close to where it's at now, maybe another foot through Friday. And then by Sunday, we should be heading back down below the minor flood stage. All right, so our weather impact alert graphic, oops, I skipped right through it. For tonight and tomorrow morning, light snow, some slick roads will be possible, wind chills will be awful. So just drive safely out there and really bundled up. Might think about, if the car breaks down, you get a flat tire, maybe a blanket, some hand warmers, some things that can keep you warm just in case the unfortunate might happen. Hi, Adam. I'm not aware of that. I haven't seen anything, but you can always, at any time, go to our WHS11.com weather section. It's got snow closings. I don't see any closings on our station right now, so I've not had any word about Oldham County. 19 and 20 degrees are current temperatures. Wind chill with a wind at 10 puts us down to 9 and 11 is what it feels like. We've got a report of a few flurries out there right now. We do have some decent steady snow in some areas, which I'll show you on the radar here in just a second. And if you look out the window and say you're in Meade County, Breckenridge County, where I've seen some snow, if you guys are seeing the roads covering up, let me know because we're seeing no snow in some areas. We're seeing just some flurries in some areas. We're seeing some steady snow. Thank you, Angela. All right, so temps out there, we've got upper teens in most spots, and then you factor in the wind, and you've got some single digits. 7 is what it feels like in LaGrange, and in Jasper, Indiana. 9 in Elizabethtown, 9 in Hardinsburg. Amy, less than an inch, so the snow is not a big deal for us. It just might create some slick spots. 24, the official high today, 25 below normal. Average high now 49, 16 was our low. And so just a cold, cold day out there. So this is the winter weather advisory that goes until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning for 1 inch or less. I think we're going to see a lot of areas that get less. So, but 1 inch is kind of the maximum for tonight. All right, other winter alerts, cold weather advisory. We don't hear that very often. So 1 a.m. tonight until 11 a.m., it's going to be very, very cold. All right, so max HD radar. We've got a couple layers here. We've got the wind flow layer, you get the north breeze, and then we've got a little mid-level energy coming through. By mid-level, it's a 500 millibar shortwave. It's up at about 18,000 feet or so. And it's producing some lift in the atmosphere to give us some clouds and some light snow showers for the most part. And if we zoom in a little bit closer here, you can see that the snow has become steadier in some areas. It's just kind of randomly enhancing in some spots. It looks like we're getting some steadier snow up around Adam in LaGrange. And so Adam, it all depends on if you can get this snow right there to stick and make some slick roads, then maybe school will be out. And then we're starting to see some snow develop east of I-65 in Metro Louisville, around St. Matthews and Northfield, Okolona, Anchorage. And as we've seen, it doesn't take long since this will all stick right immediately on contact with temperatures in the teens, and it can create some slick roads out there. We've got some snow as well starting to come down around Corden, between there and New Salisbury and White Cloud and down to Central. And then over the river we go by Mockport to Brandenburg. And there's a pretty good little band of snow right there between Akron and Paineville here in Meade County. See Brandenburg right there. So it's these bands that the kiddos are going to be hoping for, because that can put down some decent snowfall rates pretty quickly. But It doesn't look like they'll last very long. You can see they're kind of moving on through. But that one right there, that might, see how isolated this is? It really is kind of hit or miss. So some might receive almost no snow. And then you might get some areas that get up to about an inch. And then we've got some decent snow showers coming down in eastern Breckinridge County, starting to spread into Hardin County. So between Rhineyville and Hardinsburg, and then down towards Litchfield is where we have the best snow so far this evening. And that's about it. This stuff that you see in southern Indiana, that is almost not even touching the ground. That is so light. You got to get these darker colors of blue, purple to start getting some impacts. So again, if you're underneath some of these heavier snow bands, let me know what you're seeing. This is an interesting one here. It's pretty good. Should be some pretty good snow right there, around 144 there, just east of Painville. So that's what we have on the radar right now as we switch it over into Futurecast. Hello from Mount Washington. Thanks, Bonnie, for tuning in here. Nothing happening there in Mount Washington. Well, good luck to you, Adam. We'll see if it does. So Amanda's in the Meade area, but are you in the right Meade area to see that heavier snows is what I'm wondering. So frigid temperatures, the Arctic air off to our northwest. We're kind of on the edge of it. It's very cold here, but at least it's not 8 below like it is in Pierre, South Dakota, or in Bismarck at 9 below, or North Platte at 14 below zero. So Futurecast here as we look hour by hour. We're just starting to see these snow showers get some enhancement, but also notice it's through the overnight, just kind of hit or miss. Might get a quick half inch, maybe an inch. And then by sunrise, it's moving off to the east. And we're starting off very cold. So low temperatures tonight in the upper single digits and lower teens, and the wind chills could be around 0 to -5. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly cloudy, low 20s, a little bit breezy, northwest wind chills single digits to teens. Amanda's got the snow there. Let me know if you see any roads getting covered up by that snow and how much you're seeing here during our duration of our live stream. All right, so we're getting into Futurecast now. And if you're just tuning in, I'm Chief Meteorologist Ben Pine. We're now at 9:39. We've been here about 10 minutes. So just checking in. back to Futurecast, just so you know who's talking here. All right, Oldham, Amanda from Oldham. Thanks for watching here. Crystal, hello from Fern Creek. I think you'll be able to make it to work just fine. A lot of pretty flat roads through the metro and just very light snow. Wasn't too bad this morning. I don't think it's going to be too bad tomorrow morning either. Okay, so that's Thursday afternoon. Into Friday morning, again, single digits and teens, frigid start to our Friday, and then, hey, some sunshine breaking out Friday afternoon. And can we do it? Can we get to the freezing mark, 32 degrees? We'll try to shoot for 32 for Friday afternoon. All right, good night, Ryan. Big jackets for sure. Got some flurries in the PRP. Thanks for letting me know about that. All right, we're going to move on here to this is the total snowfall. And most of them around a half inch or less. But we do have some 1 inch totals at Frankfort, Scottsburg, Madison, North Vernon. And I would take any of these numbers with a grain of salt because very hit or miss, very random little bands of some snow showers. So there's going to be some that get almost nothing, like it shows here, 0.1 in Louisville, or up to an inch. Sharon in Elizabethtown, thanks for watching. Wind chill map down to sub-zero or near zero in most locations out the door tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon doesn't feel a whole lot better, around 10 for our maximum wind chills tomorrow. Woohoo! We love winter around here, especially toward the end of winter. We are 29 days from springtime. Hometown forecast tonight. Low temps around 7 to 14. Warmest in the city. Outlying areas a little colder. And then tomorrow we're looking at low 20s in most spots and wind chills in the single digits and teens. Joanne, thanks for watching from Columbia. Snowing in Borden, starting to cover the road. Uh-oh, my daughter's going to get very happy about that report, and my son Beverly. They are wanting at least the good old 2-hour delay, but of course they would love to go almost a full week of being at home with the virtual, I guess. All right, 7-day forecast. We have the weather impact alert through tomorrow morning because of some slick spots on the roads and the frigid temperatures. We're down to 11 tomorrow night, 32 Friday, getting up to the freezing mark, down to 19 Friday nights. Above freezing Saturday, 40s on Sunday. And I'm liking the no storm weather pattern, pretty dry conditions. And then, hey, we've got some 50s next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So once again, a big thaw heading our way. Now, what's beyond the 7-day forecast? I did take a peek at, beyond the 7-day, some of the data there, and it was showing kind of a fluctuation between some 30s, 40s, and 50s, a little bit of up and down. I didn't see any big storms or anything like that. Beverly up on Daisy Hill Road, getting a little bit of enough snow to cover the road up there. Let's go ahead and go back to radar. So even just that white, very, very light snow was enough to perhaps cover up the road just a little bit there in Borden from the report I'm getting. And then we've got some steadier bands of snow that are developing up I-71 from near Newcastle, Campbellsburg, to LaGrange, through Oldham County, Crestwood, Anchorage, and areas east of I-65 in Louisville. So it looks like some decent snow coming down around J-Town, Fern Creek, Butyl, Okolona, Fairmount, down to Hillview, starting to move towards Shepherdsville, that band of snow. And these bands have intensified a bit, getting some heavier snowfall rates here in the eastern sections of Breckinridge County. So there we go. If you live in Breck, getting some decent snow coming down around Custer, Garfield, Clifton Mills, Beautyville, Irvington, into Meade County. That band is just sitting there. Interesting little snow band right there. It's not moving very quickly. So that's Ekron, 79, east of Paineville, just to the west between Mockport, Titus, and then heading into Harrison County. We've got a little bit of a pocket of snow there around Corden, right there at the exit with Interstate 64. So we're going to be seeing that. Just kind of, I would call it enhancements, because you've got some upper level energy. It provides some lift in some areas, and then it produces these little pockets of snow that can quickly produce some snow-covered roads. So that's kind of what we have, this energy passing right over the top of us. All right, Adam's got a snow report there in LaGrange. Kim, no problem. Thanks for watching. Roads lightly covered in LaGrange. Kelly, great report. Thank you for that. So yeah, as we've seen, it doesn't take much. Temperature going to be on Sunday for Beverly's mom's 86th birthday. It's going to be, I would bet, on lower 40s, partly cloudy. Looks dry, looks nice and quiet. All right, so there we go. That'll probably wrap it up here. So this is like a little wave of energy passing through. I was watching this as this was moving into Illinois earlier this afternoon, and it's kind of expanding over the top of our area and might produce just enough snow to give us some slick spots during the overnight and early tomorrow morning. That's why there's a winter weather advisory for that impact. Very light, fluffy snow. You turn on the windshield wipers, it just blows right off. So very easy to clean off the car, to get off the driveway or the sidewalk. Very puffy and fluffy snowfall that we have with these cold temperatures and actually really dry air. It's really just squeezing out as many flakes as very efficiently because of how cold the air is and just getting enough lift to produce some of this precipitation in the form of some snowfall. So that's what we have. It should be our last snow for a long time, maybe in more than a week. We'll see if that happens. But it looks like a very quiet weather pattern on the way. And good night, Adam, and good luck with no school up there in LaGrange. All right, thanks for tuning in. We're coming up to 9:50, hour and 10 minutes. We will be on WHS 11 News, the night team. We broadcast as well on our WHS 11 Plus app. Easy, free way to get to your live newscasts whenever you want. And I think that's about it. It's been another kind of long week with these little winter systems passing on through. And hopefully next week will be a whole lot quieter. So again, thanks for tuning in. Going to wrap this up. We appreciate you watching, whether it has been on Facebook or YouTube or on our WHS 11 Plus app. All right, be safe out there. If you're going to be hitting the roads, just kind of watch and make sure they're not too snow covered if you're not comfortable driving in that snow out there, and try to stay bundled up and warm as well. We'll see you later.